I could freestyle about it, preach about it, or go off top of the head. But today I bought my notes so I could resurrect the dead. Yeah! Greetings and blessings to my navigators of the seven seas. I am your locksmith, your symbologist, and metaphysical tour guide, Flat Archie 5000, and I'm back with another one as we navigate through the land of Pineal. Today we're going to unlock your Solomon's Temple to decode the symbolism and history of angels. So as always, strap on your helmet and buckle up your spacesuit because we're on a mental voyage and we're about to take off before the walls of Jericho come crumbling down. In the tradition of entering Solomon's Temple, we must use a meditative master key to help us stay on the path of enlightenment. It is these divine words that have a literal, allegorical, and metaphysical message attached to them when understood in its proper context. So today we give honors and respect to an unknown philosopher who once said, "Sometimes miracles are just good people with kind hearts." Let me say it one more time, just in case you can't wrap your mind around your own benevolent potential. A wise person once said, "Sometimes miracles are just good people with kind hearts." Go on and meditate on that and click your heels 3 times while I ring this bell of enlightenment for that powerful meditative key of wisdom as you enter the corridors of your Solomon's Temple. Let's get to it, shall we? No time to waste. Take note, masterminds. In the realm of the occult, the enigmatic beings, known as angels, have long captivated the imagination of seekers and adepts alike. To the uninitiated, angels are often perceived as heavenly messengers or benevolent guardians. But to the keen eye of the occultists, they are much more than that. They represent a profound and intricate fabric of history, symbolism, and esoteric meanings that reaches far beyond the confines of traditional religious dogma. Thus, to truly understand the nature of angels, one must delve deep into the annals of ancient wisdom and esoteric lore, where these celestial beings have been venerated and revered for eons. One must understand that the history of angels can be traced back to the dawn of civilization, where they were depicted in sacred texts and mythologies of ancient cultures such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece. In Mesopotamian mythology, angels were known as the Apkallu, wise and benevolent beings, who were said to possess great knowledge and power. They were often depicted as winged figures, serving as intermediaries between the gods and humanity, imparting divine wisdom and guidance to those who sought their aid, thus symbolizing the ability to transcend the limitations of the material world and soar to the heights of spiritual enlightenment. Their presence is said to bring about peace, harmony, and divine guidance to those who are receptive to their subtle influences. In ancient Sumeria, the concept of divine messengers or intermediaries between humans and gods was represented by the Lilim or Isham. These supernatural beings were believed to be created by the gods to serve as their emissaries on earth. The Lilim were considered to be powerful and wise and benevolent beings, often depicted as winged humanoids or winged lions. They were said to carry messages from the gods to mortals and to serve as mediaries between the divine and the human realms. The Sumerians also believed that the Lilim could take on various forms, including that of a goddess or a god, or could even possess human form. This concept of shape-shifting was considered a hallmark of their divine nature. The Lilim were often associated with specific gods, such as Enlil, the god of the air, who was believed to send his Lilim to earth to guide humans. The symbolism of the Lilim in ancient Sumerian mythology is multifaceted. On one hand, they represented the power and authority of the gods, emphasizing the connection between the divine and the human realms. On the other hand, they served as reminders of the importance of communication and diplomacy between humans and gods. The Lilim's ability to take on various forms also highlighted the fluidity and adaptability of divine power. Thus, in Egyptian mythology, angels took the form of the Ka, a spiritual double that accompanied individuals throughout their lives and into the afterlife. The Ka was believed to be a source of protection and guidance, guiding the soul on its journey through the underworld to the realm of the gods. In this mythology, angels were known as Neteru or Shaitan. These spiritual beings were believed to be emanations of the gods themselves, taking on various forms to interact with humans. The Neteru were considered to be intermediaries between the mortal world and the realm of the gods, serving as messengers, protectors, and guides. The Egyptian concept of angels was closely tied to their pantheon of deities, with each god having its own set of Neteru. For example, Anubis, the god of mummification and protection, was associated with a particular class of Neteru known as Shemset. These angels were believed to be accompanied deceased pharaohs into the afterlife, protecting them from harm and ensuring their safe passage. The symbolism of angels in ancient Egyptian mythology is closely tied to the concept of Ma'at, which emphasized balance, order, and justice in both the mortal and the divine realms. The Neteru served as guardians of Ma'at, ensuring that cosmic balance was maintained through their interactions with humans. The Egyptian concept of angels also highlighted the importance of reverence for the gods and respect for the natural order. Let's ring the bell for that. Furthermore, in Greek mythology, angels were known as daimons or angelos, whom were intermediate spirits that inhabited the liminal space between the divine and mortal realms. These beings were believed to govern various aspects of human life, from inspiration and creativity to protection and guidance. These supernatural beings were believed to be spirits or messengers sent by the gods to interact with mortals. The angelos were often depicted as winged humanoids or winged animals, similar to their Sumerian counterparts. The Greek concept of angels was closely tied to their polytheistic system, with each god having its own set of angelos. For example, Apollo's angelos were believed to be responsible for carrying messages between mortals and Apollo himself. In contrast, Had's angelos were associated with death in the underworld. The symbolism of angels in ancient Greek mythology is closely tied to the concept of hubris, which is excessive pride, and nemesis, which is punishment. The angelos served as reminders that mortals should not transgress against the natural order or defy the God's will. Their role as messengers also highlighted the importance of communication between humans and gods. As a side note, one must consider, while there are similarities between the concept of angels in ancient Sumeria, Egypt, and Greece, take note that each culture has its unique characteristics and symbolism. The Lilim in Sumerian mythology emphasized communication and diplomacy between humans and gods, while the Neteru in Egyptian mythology served as guardians of Ma'at, which is balance in both mortal and divine realms. The angelos in Greek mythology represented a more formalized system of divine messengers tied closely to each god's sphere of influence. However, all three concepts shared a common thread. They symbolize humanity's desire for connection with a higher power or forces beyond human control. Take note, my master builders of Solomon's Temple, because as we traverse the annals of history, we encounter a myriad of angelic beings, each bearing its own unique symbolism and significance, from celestial hierarchy of the Christian tradition to the elemental spirits of Islam and alchemical lore. Angels have been revered as messengers of the divine, embodying virtues such as love, wisdom, courage, and compassion. Thus, in the esoteric traditions of the occult, angels are often viewed as conduits of divine energy, serving as intermediaries between the higher realms of consciousness and the earthly plane. By invoking the names and sigils of specific angels, practitioners can seek to establish a sacred connection with these celestial beings, drawing upon their wisdom and power to aid in spiritual growth and transformation. One must understand that each angel governs specific aspects of the human experience, from healing and protection to inspiration and creativity. By aligning oneself with the energies of a particular angel, practitioners seek to harmonize their own inner being with the divine will, thereby unlocking hidden potentials and transcending the limitations of the ego. I'm going to repeat that one more time because I definitely don't want that to go over your head, because that's going to connect dots further on as I get through this demonstration. I'm going to ring the bell for that first. One must understand that each angel governs specific aspects of the human experience, from healing and protection to inspiration and creativity. By aligning oneself with the energies of a particular angel, practitioners seek to harmonize their own inner being with the divine will, thereby unlocking hidden potentials and transcending the limitations of the ego. As we deep dive into the secret science to unlock the molecules of divine will, one must utilize the proper context in order to see angels for what they truly are. Thus, the organic concept of an angel is an angle of light. This light is a vibrational frequency of consciousness that can be called upon at will. Each angle of light has a physical name and a harmonic octave attached to it that is synonymous with its divine purpose. When we hear names such as Raphael, Michael, Uriel, and Gabriel, one must take notice of the Hebrew Il, which is attached to the suffix of each name. This El, which is Il or El, is the name of God, which is a singular version of Elohim. Moreover, the esoteric meaning of angels transcends the boundaries of traditional religious belief, offering a deeper and more nuanced understanding of these celestial beings. In the teachings of mystical traditions such as Kabbalah and Hermeticism, angels are seen as manifestations of divine archetypes, embodying universal principles and cosmic forces that govern the fabric of reality. Question: why are we talking about angels, and how can this knowledge be of any benefit to us today? And is there a proper method to contacting an angel? Answer: in the realm of esoteric and occult teachings, angels are often interpreted allegorically as symbolic representations of spiritual principles, cosmic forces, and aspects of human consciousness. The hierarchy of angels is outlined in various mystical traditions, such as Kabbalah and Christian mysticism, serves as a framework for understanding the multifaceted nature of the divine and the intricate web of connections between the material and spiritual realms. Thus, as masterminds of the seven seas and builders of Solomon's Temple, we must take note that the mystical and metaphysical meaning of angels is a rich and complex topic that has been explored by various spiritual traditions and philosophies throughout history. Please consider, in a mystical sense, angels are often seen as messengers of the divine, embodying the qualities of love, compassion, and wisdom. They are believed to be spiritual beings that exist on a higher plane of existence than humans and are capable of communicating with us through various means, such as intuition, dreams, or direct revelation. In a metaphysical sense, angels are often viewed as archetypes or patterns of energy that reside within the collective unconscious. They are seen as symbolizing various aspects of human consciousness, such as creativity, protection, guidance, and healing. Each angel is believed to have its own unique energy, signature, or vibration, which can be accessed or worked with through meditation, prayer, or other forms of spiritual practice. One of the key concepts in the mystical and metaphysical understanding of angels is the idea of the angelic hierarchy. This is the notion that there are different levels or ranks of angels, each with its own specific role and function. The most commonly recognized hierarchy includes seraphim, cherubim, and thrones, with each level representing a different level of spiritual attainment. In this context, angels are seen as guides or teachers who can help individuals on their own spiritual journey. They are believed to be able to provide guidance, support, and protection as we navigate the challenges and complexities of life. Let's ring the bell for that. I'll repeat that one more time. In this context, angels are seen as guides or teachers who can help individuals on their own spiritual journey. They are believed to be able to provide guidance, support, and protection as we navigate the challenges and complexities of life. Woo! Thus, angels are also often associated with specific qualities or attributes, such as courage, faith, or mercy, which they embody and can impart upon us. Another important concept in the mystical and metaphysical understanding of angels is the idea of synchronicity. This is the notion that events and circumstances in our lives are not simply random or coincidental, but are instead connected to a larger web of meaning and purpose. Angels are seen as messengers or harbingers of this synchronicity, guiding us towards our highest potential and helping us to align with our soul's purpose. Furthermore, in terms of the symbolism associated with angels, many traditions recognize a range of archetypes or patterns that represent different aspects of human consciousness. For example, the archangel Michael is often associated with courage and protection, while the archangel Gabriel is linked to communication and messenger roles. The archangel Raphael is often depicted as a healer and protector, while the archangel Uriel is associated with wisdom and guidance. Moreover, as we deep dive further into the nucleus of this science, let us point out that the hierarchical structure of angels is a reflection of the divine order and the progressive unfolding of consciousness, from the mundane to the divine. Each level of the angelic hierarchy is associated with specific virtues, powers, and spheres of influence, representing a different aspect of the divine emanation and the spiritual evolution of the soul. At the pinnacle of the angelic hierarchy are the seraphim, the highest order of angels, who are said to encircle the throne of the divine and emanate pure love and light. The seraphim symbolize the fiery passion of divine love and the unceasing devotion to the divine will, serving as a reminder of the transformative power of love in the spiritual journey. Below the seraphim or the cherubim, often depicted as winged beings, guiding and guarding the gates of the celestial realms. The cherubim symbolizes wisdom and divine knowledge, serving as the custodians of esoteric mysteries and the guardians of sacred wisdom. They embody the pursuit of higher knowledge and the quest for spiritual enlightenment. Next, in the hierarchy of the thrones, the angelic beings associated with divine justice and order. The thrones symbolize the cosmic law and the harmonious balance of the universe, serving as mediators between the divine will and the material world. They represent the principles of justice, fairness, and equilibrium in the cosmic order. Further down the hierarchy are the dominions, the angels of leadership and authority, who oversee the lower orders of angels and guide them in their duties. The dominions symbolize the divine authority and the power to manifest the divine will in the material world. They represent the qualities of leadership, responsibility, and empowerment. The hierarchy of angels continue with the virtues, the angels of miracles and divine interventions, who serve as messengers of hope and inspiration. The virtues symbolize the power of divine grace and the ability to transcend limitations through faith and perseverance. They represent the qualities of courage, faith, and divine intervention in times of need. Thus, the allegorical meaning of the angelic hierarchy extends beyond a mere classification of celestial beings to a profound symbolic representation of the spiritual journey and the evolution of consciousness. Each level of the hierarchy corresponds to a stage of spiritual growth and enlightenment, guiding us masterminds who understand the internal angelic presence that exists within self, on the path towards unity with the divine and the realization of one's true nature as a omnipotent and omnipresent being who possess the power to invoke various angles of light simply by focusing our energy on our intentions. So as always, in Solomon's temple, I leave you in peace with these powerful words. Surely we are all angels, temporarily hiding as humans. Let me repeat it one more time. Surely we are all angels, temporarily hiding as humans. Ashe, ashe, ashe.